name is Taylor Hosna. I am currently a detective with the St. Louis City Metropolitan Police Department. I have spent a majority of my career in the highest crime area that we have here in the city. I spent some time in homicide, but most importantly, what brought me to Warriors Ascent was the murder of one of my dear friends while he was in service as a policeman. Again, all the effect from the previous trauma kind of culminated in that one single event, and I didn't really have anywhere to go or the resources to find a way of healing at the time. And a very dear friend told me about Warriors Ascent, and so I took the leap, and it was truly the greatest experience of my life. I tell people every day it's what saved me and allowed me to come back and be not only a better policeman, but a better person. Before I had the training that I had in Warriors Ascent, I used a lot of unhealthy different resources to cling to, like alcohol, or I worked a lot, and I didn't realize how damaging that was to me as a person and my family life. But through Warriors Ascent, I learned that the most important aspect is your mindfulness. If your mind's not right, your work's not right. You can't help the people that you need to help because you can't help yourself. So the mindfulness is the exact opposite of what I'm used to. And I think that's why it works so well, because it forces me to really love and care for myself so that I can love and care for others. That is something that if I didn't have, I would not be as successful as I think I am at this point. There have been downfalls, but just knowing that I have the mindfulness, and when that doesn't work, I've got different tools like the yoga or the deep breathing. Like I said, I use that probably 6 times a day. Not only do I use it for myself, I use it for my kiddos that I work with. We do deep breathing before we even have a conversation. I use it for my coworkers, and I didn't realize the impact that it would have until I sat down and I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do to get ourselves ready, to calm us down, and then we're going to go forward with what we need to do. And truly, it's been a lifesaver. I use it. I make people do it every day. Like, they know that if they see me, we're going to do a couple deep breaths, and then we're going to have a conversation. And it's helpful. It's diligent. It's something that I didn't think I would buy into as much as I did, but I couldn't do it without it. I really couldn't. I guess most importantly is to love on other people. You have to love on yourself. And to love on yourself, you have to make your mental health a priority. And that was something that I didn't care to do. It was kind of forced upon me, thank goodness. That was the biggest thing for me, was allowing myself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is really hard. And trusting other people, especially strangers, is very hard. But allowing myself to be vulnerable and to be open and just diving in head first with my whole heart is probably what saved me in that aspect. So that would be the biggest recommendation, is just being vulnerable and have the ability to be raw and open and really open your heart and your mind for what you need, and that's mental health, wellness. If it wasn't for Warriors Ascent, I wouldn't be here today. And I don't mean to say that in like a commercial TV buy-in. I mean it truly. If it wasn't for my time at that program, I would not be here, and I would not be the person that I am. So truly, I'm forever grateful.